So good evening everyone. Today is Friday the 24th of April. Once again we are gathering here this time to do this evening chanting to show our respect and veneration to the Buddha for his kindness and compassion towards all sentient beings. And we are very fortunate that we are born during his dispensation is still there. And are lucky that we have this opportunity to learn the Dhamma and practice. Particularly, you are all very lucky. There are billions of people out there but never managed to come and attend the retreat. But you have put yourself to come and practice the Dhamma here during this spring retreat. Today, throughout the day, the temple is very busy with general rituals as well as children's visit. And in the midst of that, again, we are practicing diligently. And I'm very proud of you all, having seen your dedication and determination to practice. That really makes me feel happy. Makes me feel happy. And we were just chatting early on that we feel so happy that everybody is practicing diligently. Compared to last year, I think this group is quite pleasant to be with. So everybody is practicing very diligently and very rejoicing. When you look at the Buddha and his work to perfect himself, we can see that he worked so hard throughout his life ever since he was predicted to be the future Buddha. According to the scriptures, it says that for uncountable and 100,000 kalpas, he practiced this perfections to be the Buddha. And throughout this time, he was born many thousands of a time. And each birth that he took, he was working to perfect one of the perfections within the 10 perfections, starting from the generosity onwards. And each life, when he was perfecting his perfections, we can see that he was basically closing all the negativities and trying to uproot all the negative states of the mind in each and every birth. And by doing so, whatever good things that was lacking or hasn't been developed, he was developing that, and whatever good things or wholesome states that he already had started, not only maintaining but also cultivating further and further towards the perfections. And it took him such a long time until when he became the Prince Siddhartha, born as the prince in Kapilavastu, currently in Nepal. the area in Nepal, 2600 years ago. After he was born as the prince, then again he had a homeschooling. So probably the Buddha was the first person to have a homeschool. It's no modern things that we talk about. So he was homeschooling. And after the study, he realized that it is not leading towards the liberation. It wasn't fulfilling, so he gave up the palace life that we all desire actually. We want to have a comfortable house, lots of people to serve, that we don't have to do anything. You just have to think about it and it's just there instantly. So material comfort that we all think about. Buddha had it, but he wasn't satisfied. So then he gave up this princely life and became the beggar at the age of 29 and spent 6 years working hard, practicing and learning, and eventually at the age of 35 he became the fully enlightened one. And that was the complete of his perfections. So we can see that for 4 uncountable kalpas, he was working with himself to recognize any negativities that was bothering or that was in his consciousness. And each time when he managed to see that, he was beginning with reducing and then removing and completely stopping it to invade. And then development of the wholesome deeds. Now, taking that story, when we reflect in ourselves, we have done a lot of bad things in our life. Some knowingly, many unknowingly or unintentionally. And whatever we have done that, it's okay. Now the matter is just to recognize that whatever I have done, those unwholesome activities, now I'm not going to repeat it again. That's the first task that we have to think about. A lot of time we think about doing good things, and then we try our best to do good things once in a while, maybe once in a week time, or once in a month time, or if not, once in a year. Like a special day, let's say the full moon, or a birthday, or a Songkran, or Katina time, once in a while. And we think about that wholesome act a lot. But during that time, 364 days, what have we been doing? We are always cuddling with the negativities, working with the negativities, being with the negativities. And despite of knowing that these are the things that's harming my life, these are the things that are harming my way of living, these are the things that are harming my thought processes, and yet it's very difficult. And not only difficult, we even never thought of giving up. We still enjoy. We still enjoy that. It's like the story that one man was hunted by a tiger and then jumped out of the cliff, and then he grabs the branch and saving. Underneath there is a serpent or what's called crocodiles, and there is a tiger. waiting. And then the story goes on. Story. It's a story. You can add anything, right? And then the story goes on saying that there are two mice cutting or chewing this branch. And any time it can break. And it happened that just over there was a honeybee, and the honey was dripping, and he was enjoying the honey. I forgot that the death is just at the reach at any time. So we are like that. We taste the honey and then happy with that. So that's same with the negativities that we experience, and we still feel pleasure with that, and we cannot come out from it. And we even never thought of coming out from it. Then it's very difficult to cultivate the wholesome deeds. So that's why it is good that we think about the wholesome deeds. But it's very important we recognize the unwholesome mental states and ability to start from reduce and then remove. So the practice of a meditation, particularly in a Buddhist meditation, that's why it's about developing the wholesome mental state in every act, every moment. Now if you ask yourself, when you wake up early morning, and if you are mindful of your thoughts, which thought will come first? Is it the negative or the positive? Most often it's a negative, isn't it? Why? I hate, I don't like. Especially living in Aberdeen, when we wake up and we see the cold wind and cold weather, oh my goodness, why is it? We already complain. So, the practice of a meditation is that the moment when we have this negative mindset develops, we become mindful of that, and rather than feeding it, just stopping there. I call it, do not offer a tea to a postman. Okay? Do not offer a tea to a postman. The moment when we offer a tea, that means we are engaging with that negativity, and we go on to that negativity, creating stories and plans. By the time when we realize it's already hour gone. It's like going on the social media, or it's just for the 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes already an hour. So that's why the practice of a mindfulness meditation is that the very moment when you recognize that this is happening, stopping there. And then in the future, try to prevent, not to have it, any of these negative states of the mind. Obviously it's not easy, but it's not that hard to develop. And once we have stopped it, like someone who is always drinking alcohol, and then suddenly realize that this alcohol is the root cause of my physical problems, then you stop it, not taking it. There is one gentleman, I have known him for some times. He started smoking. Smoking when he was about 15, 16 years old. And he took it for a long time until when he is about 71. And there was a big lump coming out from his neck, and all the fingers were very brown, the lips are very browned. And he never thought of giving it up. He enjoys it. And after retirement, even, that is the only friend he had. He enjoys that. And it happened that one day he was feeling difficulties in his breathing and taken to the clinic. And I remember I went to collect him. I took him to the clinic and collect him after. And I was with the doctor. And the doctor said, if you want to live a little further, give up. Amazingly, he gave up. He stopped, saying that, had I known that this can be a root cause of the problem, I would not have it from the beginning. And it's been 4 years, 5 years now, this lump disappeared. Hands completely red now, the lips completely different, and his perception is different. And his sleeping modes are more satisfying than before. Yeah? So like that. So it's like completely giving up. Now, it is a question for you. And can you identify any negativities that really bothering you? And then do you have any strategies to reduce and remove and further on stopping it? And this takes quite a lot of energy and quite a lot of mindfulness and awareness. So if we can do that, we don't need to worry about the development of the good sides. It will take care of itself. It's like if you look after a penny, pounds will look after itself. So the practice of a meditation, that's why it is not about looking for the good, it's looking for the bad. Whenever these things arises, okay, this arose, now I'm aware of it, and just not letting it to grow and finish there. So when we are meditating, doesn't matter what arises, doesn't matter what is there that you know. It's a matter of knowing and just believing, living it, rather than holding on to it, taking on to it, and proliferating it. The more we practice, then gradually we will be able to see these 4 principles. Number 1, this is the negativities. Now I will reduce and remove. Number 2, I will prevent myself not to have any negativities invade in my consciousness. And the third, any good things hasn't been developed, any wholesome mental state hasn't been developed, I will develop it. And then the fourth, whatever wholesome state I have developed, I will try to maintain it and cultivate more. Now, the more we manage to cultivate this good thing, then mindfulness meditation is really working. With that, what happens that whenever we experience with any negativities or any negative feelings or any negative experiences, we see the goodness in it. We see the goodness. It's like a lotus flower blossoms from the bad. Yeah? If there isn't the rotten mud underneath, lotus flower can't survive. So lotus flower will grow in that negativities. And slowly it sprouts, grows, and then it blossoms. So whenever there are any negative experiences, any negative things like the garbage, the rubbish, rather than annoyed with it, we just use it as a compost to grow. Yeah? Rubbish into compost. And it's only possible in our mind. So we transform these things into the positive. to the compost, so that from there it grows the lotus flower, the blossoms. And that is the key of the practice of a meditation, that knowing things the way it is and then grow from it. Okay? So that's why. So I give this as a reflection for today, to remember these are 4 things in the practice, that if there is any negativities arises, reduce, remove. And then once you have removed, never let it arise again. And then the third one, any good things hasn't been developed, develop it. And then any good things that you have developed, maintain and cultivate. Okay? So I offer this as a reflection for today. Let's do the second part of the chanting. So today we're going to do this Dhammacakkappavattana.